Here's what's coming up.
The difference between the casual gym goer and the guys with the best physiques, we all start our fitness journeys for different reasons. A lot of us aren't happy with the way that we look. We see people online getting attention for their physiques, and we want to know how that feels too. So you probably went on YouTube, came across a routine, you write down the exercises, now you got the blueprint. You signed up for a gym membership, you thought, as long as I'm doing the same exercises as this influencer, I'm probably gonna get in shape. A couple months go by, you look at yourself thinking, am I even making any progress? How is he making all this progress and I look exactly the same? Then you reach the point, you start blaming your genetics. You're saying getting that type of body is for people on social media. It's not meant for regular guys like me. Then you call up your gym. Yeah, I'd like to cancel my membership. If you guys have been in this situation, you're definitely not alone. I was stuck in that cycle for 10 years. In today's video, I'm gonna give you guys 7 reasons why you're not making progress in the gym. And I'm gonna give you actionable steps so that you can fix it. And I promise you, you're gonna identify with at least one of these issues. And if you take my advice and start making some changes, you're gonna start making progress. Stick around to the end. If you guys have played video games, you know that screen where you have to choose your character. If your goal is to win the game, you're not just gonna choose some random character. You wanna pick a character that you're comfortable with and you have experience with. People that go to the gym without a set plan in mind, they're essentially choosing a random character and they're expecting to win. Don't go in assuming that just because you work out that you're gonna get fit. We need to be specific about why we're doing what we're doing. Have a workout plan that you plan to stick with. The difference between the casual gym goer and the guys with the best physiques, they track their calories. If you're not seeing progress in the gym, you're probably underestimating or you're overestimating the amount of calories that you eat. Like for example, one serving of oatmeal is 150 calories. It's not that much, but if you add on peanut butter, you add maple syrup, you add fruit, you just packed on an extra 300, 400 calories. That's where the calories start to add up. Unless you're genetically gifted to where you can put on muscle mass and still stay lean. If you want an aesthetic type of body, you should track your calories. On the other side, if you're eating food and you still can't seem to put on weight, one thing you can do is look for foods that are high in fat. Peanut butter, avocado, cheese. They're filled with healthy types of fats that aren't gonna make you feel gross, like if you're eating a weight gainer or Chick-fil-A. And like I talked about, I really encourage you guys to just get a scale because the whole goal of this, guys, we want to make sure we're going in the right direction. If we don't know how much we're eating every day, it's going to be much harder to make progress. Track how much you're eating so you can take action steps on how to adjust your calories. When you go to a gas station, you're gonna see that there's typically 3 different types of gas. If I have a really nice car and I want it to be performing at its best, I'm not gonna give it the lowest grade gas. My car's probably gonna break down. It's gonna run into some problems. I wanna give it the best possible gas so that it performs optimally. Same thing with your body, guys. You don't wanna be fueling your body with the lowest grade gas. You want to give it the right fuel so that it maintains itself. A big mistake that I made and a lot of new people make, they think that eating a protein bar after your workout is enough. You don't want to hit your workout. Later in the day, you're eating Chick-fil-A, taquitos from 7-Eleven. You don't want to be fueling your body with all these carbs. You should be eating 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So for example, I'm 140 pounds, so I need to eat this amount of protein per day. Just get that protein in, guys. See if your body starts to change.
Enjoying yourself? Leave a like to support the show and subscribe for no BS fitness tips. Now, back to the show.
If you guys want to start making progress, you need to make sure you're training at the right intensity. If you guys watch anime, typically there's 2 types of characters. So in Dragon Ball Z, Yamcha, Krillin, Tien, they seem to stay at that same low power level. Then there's people like Goku, Gohan for a little bit. They reached the power level that was well above everybody else. The way they train is different. Goku's going in the hyperbolic time chamber. He's training on different planets. Yamcha's down here just doing regular kung fu. Same thing when it comes to lifting, guys. You want to make sure that you're training with the right intensity. There's a term in the fitness industry, RPE, rate of perceived exertion. It pretty much means how intense you're exercising, from 1 being not very hard to 10 being very difficult. When I'm training in the gym, I push from an RPE between 7 and 9. One way to help is to find a routine that gets you into a lifting mindset. I read a story that Kobe Bryant, before games, he would put on the Halloween theme song to get him mentally prepared to take over games. For me, I'll pull up scenes that put me in a certain mindset so that when I get to my lifts, I'm giving it all I have. Don't push yourself to the point of getting injured. Perform in that 7 to 9 RPE range. Along with training with intensity, we need to measure your progress. Your body will get used to the amount that you're currently lifting. This is where progressive overload comes in. If you want your body to change, there's 2 approaches you can do. You either adjust the weight or you adjust the amount of reps. For example, say you're squatting 135. You can either up the reps, so you'll do 4 sets for 10 reps at 135, or you can up the weight and lower the reps instead. 4 sets for 6 reps at 140. The biggest changes I saw in my body is when I started adjusting these 2 levers. When I first hit a plate on my bench, it was super tough, but 3-4 months down the line, I was benching 135 like it was nothing. Long story short, your body gets used to the intensity that you give it over a period of time. In order to force muscle growth, you need to give it either more reps or more weight. So at this point, you're doing all the right things. You're training with intensity, you're doing progressive overload, you're tracking your calories, but now you're at the 1 yard line and you just fumbled it. Don't get this part wrong, guys. It's very overlooked. Without this, your muscles aren't gonna recover like they should. Make sure to get at least 8 hours of sleep a night. Hearing that, you're like, man, my parents have been telling me that my whole life. I don't need somebody else just telling me that. Muscle recovery takes place while you're sleeping. You just tore a bunch of your muscle fibers. Your muscles are actually in a very vulnerable position. They need protein and rest in order to rebuild. Make sure to get 8 hours, guys. I also noticed that when I don't get 8 hours, my workouts are just not good. I feel brain fog while I'm lifting. I'm not able to push as much as I could because I didn't get enough sleep. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, lights out, like I'm your parent. Try to get 8 hours. If you can't get 8 hours, at least get 6 to 8 hours in order to build muscle. The last point, this is more of a mindset thing, but I think it's very important, especially if you're just starting out. Give yourself time. Progress in the gym, I would compare it to somebody who's building a sculpture. You start off with this big rock. You don't see how it's gonna turn into a sculpture, but you just hammer at the rock every day. And as time goes by, eventually there's a person underneath that rock. You get to appreciate the beauty and the vision that that sculptor had. Same thing with your body, guys. You're not gonna see progress 1 month down the line, 2 months down the line, but maybe 5 months down the line, you're gonna start to see, oh man, my tricep, I could actually see the definition in it. My stomach's starting to get a little flatter. It's not sticking out anymore. Changes, they come slow, but they tend to compound over time. If you've been on my channel, you've been following my routine, you've been dieting properly, you just need to make sure that you're consistent, and it's only a matter of time. So if you're not seeing progress in the gym, hopefully that solved it for you. If you need a workout routine to get you started, I'm gonna link it right here so you could click on that. Appreciate it, guys.